Hi folks, my last sheet of Saunders Waterford £90 hot press. I'm still waiting for my a couple of packets of Saunders Waterford rough £90 from Ken Bromley. Everything is taking longer now because of the dreaded virus. Right, on a cheery note, I took another painting up to the post office this morning. It was on one of the two-tone effort on the River Parrot. That's just gone to France, happy to say. Now that's on Etsy, or from Etsy. That's 2 this week so far, so very pleased about that. All helps. Right, I'll wet this paper. A woody scene, of course, or something with a bit of water, I don't know. Just get that bit of wet on there. I haven't changed my water since yesterday. When I've done this, I've got to go and bottle my homemade beer. I say homemade beer, it's very easy. It's just buy kits, buy cans of a litre of malt, and add the sugar, yeast and hot water and stuff, and just wait 8 to 10 days for it to ferment out, bottle it, leave it for 3 or 4 days to build up a secondary ferment, and away you go. It's still a lot cheaper than even Wetherspoon. Right, I'll give this a bit of a background colour. I'm using some light red instead of the alizarin. I might use both, but I want to get some sort of nice warm colour. Get a bit more of that. No, let's put a bit of blue in there. Bit of the indigo. It's lovely, this indigo. Alright, let's add that red to that indigo, the light red that is. Now I'm hoping the sky's going to look like that very soon so I can cook outside. The summer's disappeared behind a layer of cloud, but I did notice the sun poke its smiley face through the light cloud. It's only light cloud, but it's still grey and it's not that warm. But I'm going to just reclip this. Now you can see. Now this is the smooth paper. It's really good if you like smooth paper. I tried yesterday from Patreon, excuse me, my nose, and tried to dry brush at some Walton Heath type trees. The lovely blues. I learned all that from Walton Heath years ago, how he did it. But he was one of the greatest watercolour landscape painters of the end of the 20th century and into the 21st century. I think he died about 12-14 years ago. He used to make a calendar or produce a calendar every year, and I collected some of them and I've got them, and they're treasures. I can always be inspired to do a tree, but with the smooth paper, it didn't take kindly to dry brushing, to do the filigree, to show the shape of all the little branches without actually drawing all the little branches. It's wonderful. I hope some of you had a look at Fred Gillespie on his Google gallery. It's Gillespie, I think it's double L, I'm sure it's double L. One of the great watercolorists at the moment. He's 86 now, but he's very sprightly. I've mentioned him many times before. We went and spent some time with him and another close friend on Tuesday. We sat outside, of course, 2 metres apart, had a cup of tea and a piece of quiche, which was very lovely. And Fred brought in, he was there, he brought in his latest painting, which I photographed and I showed you on YouTube. He's brilliant. And the workshop I was going to do in July for my old art group, of which he was the booking secretary, exhibition secretary, that's been cancelled because there won't be enough people available to come because of the lockdown. But I've still got a demonstration to do for them in oil, the 2-part oil stuff. Right, take your headphones off. I'm going to just try this. Just till the shine goes off of it. If you paint into watercolour paper while it's almost drying, it's dangerous. When it's wet, you've got a minute or a minute and a half to put all this loose stuff in. Then the paint just starts to lose the shine. The water just starts to lose its shine as it soaks into the paper. That's the time when you leave it alone till it's dry. You can re-wet it again and then carry on. But when it's at that critical stage, you can do real damage to a good sky or anything, whatever you're painting. Okay, now seems a shame to spoil this lovely bit of paper, doesn't it? But I just wow. These skies, how long did that take? 30 seconds, if that. Yeah, it's effective. If you want, now it's dry, you could put another cloud over that, and you can develop it to your own taste. But I show these as very good impressions of skies, not masterpieces or anything like that, but so that beginners can get the sort of flow of doing a sky quickly and then leaving it alone. So I tried to get a heavier bit above there, but it didn't work. Oh look, it's still a little bit damp. Right, I'm going to mix some background colour. I'll use the light red. I want to get some trees in. That'll do. It all dries much lighter. Oh, let's. So you know, that's dry brushing, a bit better. Okay. Right, get some more, another one in here. I can put the chunks in afterwards. A little bit of green in there. I'll put the trunks over that. Maybe the paper was wet on the one I did just because it's about the amount of water on your paper, yeah, in your brush. Got a bit of a lighter colour in there. Right. Got a bit of yellow in there. I'm just using cad yellow for this. Right, plenty of. Let's get a bit of dry brush in there. A bit of shadow, cloud shadow on the land. Right, well that's our basis of our picture. Let's let that dry. Just finish my cup of tea. See, that works all right. That one didn't, but I'm going to put some heavier stuff in front of that, and maybe a bit of simple foreground. I'll dry it just so I can crack on with it. So headphones off, or mute your sound, or fast forward, go. Well, I ordered my paper probably about 10-11 days ago. Still hasn't come. I haven't had any notification from Ken Bromley that it's actually imminent. Right, let's get some nice green foliage in there. Just making some marks on here. Just mixing those three colours together. Just some bushy stuff. Right, let's get some in here. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying the process. It's texturing. I might just do a bit of gouache on him. It's turned into a rough green meadow, isn't it? Right, I'll leave that. Right, let's get my rigger. I was going to look. I don't think. Oh, I can see some writing on this. Can't read it though. This is a nylon rigger, but I bought one a couple of years ago. But I can't seem to find it. Right, oh well, never mind. I'll have another look later. My old Sterling rigger is sort of lost quite a few hairs now. That was a Pro Art one. That's the one, the usual rigger. This one is a bit longer, but it holds more water. Right, so let's get a bit of a ooh, careful. Okay, so don't like that. Get some of that in here. Oh, oh, sneeze. They're probably a bit too dark. Okay, well that'll do, really. Okay, I'm going to dry that side. Just get a bit of gouache. So I'll just dry those bushes off and a bit over the back there. I've used almost impasto on here. Try this little rigger for me gouache. I'm going to mix that with a bit of the orangey colour. A little bit white. Not even be using gouache, you can also use a bit of green. I've got a friend, I haven't seen for a while, who's very good painter. He can paint anything, London scenes, portraits, but he's a watercolor painter mainly. And years ago I introduced him to the Romance palette. I think he still thanks me every time I see him. Now be careful with this, you don't want to mix your gouache with your nice pure colours. Not really cheating. Right, I don't want to do much more to that. Let's put a bird in. Sign it. And then we'll put a mount on it and we'll have a look. Right. Okay. Put that on it. And do that. So a slight hill there, that's okay. Right, let's just push that up a bit. And we'll have Okay, well there we are. So rough meadow, sort of meadow. Here was more heathland. The heath. Out on the heath. I've got so many called out on the heath. I'll have to think of another title. So I hope you enjoy this one, folks. Stay safe. Looks like the 1 metre rule was going to come in instead of the 2 metres. It's a bit of a tough time for a lot of people. My son's a chef, and he's a head pastry chef at Caprice Holdings that owns Sheiky's and the Caprice and Scott's in London. And they've got a massive staff, but whether that'll all open again, I don't know. It's hard times for a lot of people. There will come a time when you won't be able to get a chef because they'll all be snapped up as the restaurants open. But restaurants in London, they're not going to open without the holiday trade or the theatres becoming open. How do you isolate or a 1 metre rule in a theatre? Yeah, it's a horrible time for lots and lots of people all over the world. Right, it's okay. That's a little rant there. Anyway, keep safe, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.